Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, my original channel. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to donate something to the channel. That information is below in the description box, and you can also leave a super thanks. If you haven't, please consider joining the Big Words LLC Newsletter. I am an aspiring author. That was my whole purpose for coming to YouTube. And I have started my own newsletter. So the link for that is in the description box below. And once again, please consider joining that group. Well, it is officially Black History Month 2023. And as a content creator, I will be creating new content on Black History Month, as well as re-promoting older content as I see fit. You know, some people think that it's silly to have a Black History Month. Some people don't think it's necessary. Some people lament that it was assigned to the shortest month of the year. So there are a lot of emotions associated with Black History Month. I think the teachings should go throughout the year, and the teachings should also not be left in the hands of the public school system. I think that in general, it falls on us within the community, us melanated people. It falls on us to pass our history and our culture on as just as the other ethnic groups and cultural groups do. Well, this initial offering for Black History Month 2023 will be a reading. I've been doing a lot of readings here on this channel. With me being an aspiring author, I want to uh, encourage reading and encourage scholarship. And I want to share writings, some of which may make people uncomfortable. As a writer myself, one of the things you want to do is capture the times, and you want to capture what's happening in your real world. This passage, this short passage, is going to come from the book entitled Eye on History, The Golden Collection, Articles on African and African American History, Lost History, and Forgotten History. This was authored by Mother Eva M. Doyle. There are 2 interviews on this channel with Mother Eva M. Doyle. The last one was conducted in June of 2022. Mother Doyle was my first ever science teacher, and afterwards she launched um, into being a writer and an author and a Black history historian, and not just in the United States, but also globally. So after our last interview in June 2022, and then I'm leaving the links for my interviews with her below, she gave me a copy of her latest book, Eye on History. I'm not going to attempt to read every article in this book. If you want to learn more yourself, you should consider purchasing a copy of your own. But I don't think Mother Doyle will mind me uh, picking out certain readings and featuring them here. And I'm trying to get her back for a one-on-one, and I'm trying to get her back for a one-on-one for this month. And I'm very interested in whether or not the Willie Lynch uh, person and the Willie Lynch uh, rules for chattel slavery. I'm really interested in whether or not those are real, because one of my subscribers And actually, many folks say that Willie Lynch was not real. So, this passage, this is early on in the book, Ion History. It is entitled Reflections. It's a very short passage. And this one resonated with me because I'm a writer, I'm a blogger, but I am an aspiring author, which means that as an aspiring author, I have not published one of my books yet, and I'm hoping to do that. So this little passage Mother Doyle wrote, it speaks to that. There's wisdom here for aspiring authors, and there is also uh, she also speaks to why Black History Month is important. So I thought this would be a good way to kick off the month. So here we go. Reflections. For more than 10 years, the typewriter has been my constant companion, spending hours into the night, sometimes in frustration, amid piles of written pages. The thoughts of meeting a deadline has been ever present. The term Ion History was born out of a need to provide information about the achievements of African Americans. Each week, after reading and putting together thoughts on Black history, the column was ready once again. Sometimes it presented an outstanding person of great achievement who was often hidden away in the pages of a dusty history book and usually not known by our students as they tried to meet the requirements of a history class, but yet not meeting the desired criteria of learning about their own heroes. The column which I created attempted to give life to those Black heroes and bring back the light of Africa. Trying to reach that goal took my readers all the way back home to ancient Africa, Mali, Ghana, and Egypt. It was like putting together the pieces of a great puzzle. It was and still is challenging. It was and still is hard work. As I think back over those countless hours spent in research, often after long days of teaching, I feel now it was well worth the effort. Many of those hours and days were spent under intense pressure. And during that time, this column has never missed a week and never missed a deadline. And until today, it is very much alive. Through it all, I have come to the road where all writers must eventually travel, and that is the writing of something in book form. It has taken me a long time to arrive at the point where my writing has produced outlines and rough drafts of new objectives that still concern African American history. The learning experience of this new venture has been unique and special. There are thousands of people with ideas for writing, ideas which are hidden in old notebooks, in dresser drawers, on odd pieces of paper, or scribbled somewhere never to be looked at again. One of the most commonly asked questions which I receive from readers is, how do I get started as a writer? After talking to many aspiring writers, I have come to the conclusion that there are two key words which can account for hesitation to write and the resulting lack of more publications by local authors. These two words are fear and procrastination. I use the word fear because people are afraid of being rejected. Procrastination enters into the picture because many of us always put off doing important things in our lives until tomorrow. It is always tomorrow when we will find it comfortable to write an article, or it is always tomorrow when we will try to write a book. As African Americans, I don't believe that we can afford to wait until tomorrow or be afraid to write and speak about things which will create a better life for us all. It pays to consider this seriously when thinking about our past. We have taken our encouragement and strength from Black men and women of great achievements. It would be sad to think where we would be today if Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Martin Luther King Jr., and thousands of others had given in to fear and procrastination. And I have been motivated by that thought. And to those who ask, how do I start? I would encourage them to write down their ideas, choose the best, and go from there. Writing is intense, but sincere, honest writing is needed by our community. As we provide Black heroes for our children, let us encourage them to speak well and to write well and to make African American history a real part of their lives, not as a single one time, once a year, do you know who George Washington Carver was, but as a meaningful, downright serious duty to live up to the real meaning of our history and an ongoing struggle to maintain our dignity in the face of great opposition. We have tremendous talent in our community. The key is to put it to use in a very positive way. The best selling Black author Maya Angelou stated it so well when she said, every human being is born with talent. It's very much like electricity. Anyone can plug into it. It can be used to heat a house or light up a cathedral or put someone to death in the electric chair. It's all a question of how it's used. So, everyone, once again, that was the chapter entitled Reflections from Mother Eva M. Doyle's latest book, Eye on History. Once again, I have interviewed Mother Doyle twice. Those links are in the description box below. And I wanted to use this passage, as I am an aspiring author myself, and a bit of a historian myself. I just thought this would be appropriate to kick the month off. Look for more offerings from her book and from other areas as well. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, definitely please subscribe. If you want to donate something to the channel, that information is below in the description box. You can also leave a super thanks. And finally, please consider joining the Big Words LLC Newsletter. All right, everyone, I will talk to you again soon. And until that next time, always remember that your attitude determines your altitude, and always try to do your best. Take care. Bye-bye.